자, 뉴욕 타임즈입니다. United Ireland may be more than a dream. Have demographics and Brexit made unification inevitable? To many alarmed unionists, trade arrangement imply that citizenship and borders notwithstanding, Northern Ireland is more inextricably linked to the Republic of Ireland than it is to the United Kingdom. Setting up holiday shopping a year in advance, decorations, supply chains, and carols, retail planning takes longer than you think. A year ahead, when shoppers across the United States walk into a Nordstrom this week, they will be met with twinkling lights, garland hung around the store, and the Mariah Carey crooning that all she wants for Christmas is you. Advertising losses mounted as more companies pull back. Internal documents show shortfall for platform could rise as high as $75 million. U.S. advertising on the platform is down nearly 60% this year, prompting the company to try to woo back advertisers. Instagram's parent faces data shoot. State's court filing says Meta routinely gathered information on children. This is not the first time the social media giant has faced allegation of privacy violation. Electric cars to be made at Nissan British plant. Automakers to invest in 3 new models, keeping industry intact. I think it is a very significant investment, said Peter, an automotive specialist at the Cardiff Bidding School. Brexit and the global shift to electric cars have raised fears for the British vehicle manufacturing industry. In the stock market, don't buy and sell, just hold. This is an eternal topic. People are always trying to figure out ways of beating the market. Relax, electric vehicles really are the best choice. Yet they are better for the environment than hybrid vehicles that have both gas and electric motors. The U.S. Senate is becoming less democratic as America has grown larger and more diverse. The disparities have grown greater and more perverse. The perpetual reinvention of Stephen Sondheim's musical theater. The composer has been canonized with revivals and reviews everywhere. It's a development he might have greeted with deep ambivalence. Donors warm to a Republican alternative. As Nikki Haley is rising in the polls, her campaign is attracting serious funds. Rival tries to take advantage of Trump's abortion stance. Florida Governor woos influential evangelicals for early Iowa contest. Trump has already proven himself to have a backbone, said Brad, a pastor and the state legislature who has endorsed Mr. Trump, even though he said he wished the former president would take a stronger stand against abortion. He's shown that he will do what he says. Chinese join drones trying to cross U.S. southern border. More than 24,000 apprehended in a year after arduous journey. Most Chinese immigrants succeed in getting asylum. On the front lines with the elite firefighters, hot-shot teams battle fast-moving blaze in the American West. The things that you see, the things that you face every day, you have to get up and do it again. You have to be relentless. If I survive, I can help rebuild the Gaza. On the beach of Deir al-Balah, Central Gaza Strip this month. Meanwhile, I went to work as a legal officer at a solar energy company. Sunbucks, trying to bring electricity to Gazans even before this conflict. I would often go many hours without power. A united Ireland may be more than a dream. When academics or Sinn Féin politicians talk about Irish unity, they tend to linger on the topic of minorities, by which they mean disenchanted unionists, the most potentially destabilizing force on the island. North Korean star on the field again. Young prodigy vanished but has re-emerged in time for World Cup qualifiers. He quickly made an impression in Europe as a speed forward with an eye for goal. Back home, North Korea's official news agency praised him after 2019 Asian Cup qualifier as the player that experts and enthusiasts paid the most attention to. Cheer for cricket as it reaches across the boundaries. Popularized by the British, cricket has played a role in breaking down barriers like class and race. Israeli dilemma: what to do when the truce ends? Anything less than that is not a win. If Hamas maintain and retain residual political power, then Hamas can claim they won. For one village, some hostages return, but more remain captive. Of the 13 Israelis released from Gaza on Friday, 12 were from Kibbutz Nir Oz. Residents describe their town as a left-leaning community dominated by people who hope for peace with the Palestinians. Busan is ready. What makes South Korea the perfect World Expo 2030 host? South Korea's strengths for hosting World Expo 2030 in Busan. Watching people watch a game with friends. What its viewers are looking for, he thinks, is simple. They wanted someone to watch the game with them. Taiwan opposition split in public spectacle. Collapse of proposed pact bolsters governing party and could irritate the Beijing. How do you tell undecided? Voted still voted for me after having a very publicly messy, willfully uninformed debate. Bedbug outbreak scares, but the Asian exterminators are ready. Pest control anxieties have been stoked by an infestation in France. In South Korea, 13 confirmed cases nationwide and a few dozen suspected ones led to a 4-week cleanup. Bonding over a heartbreaking movie. A daughter reflects on how she and her mother related to terms of endearment. Some people love the sad movies the same way others crave horror. Charles Dickens, The Man, the Myth, the Brand. Book review. A century and a half later, archives are far more accessible than they used to be, and that Kelly is ready to try Dixon the Conjurer for a book that amounts to post the humorous brand management. Fake death, but a truly gigantic reward. Netflix reality competition based on Squid Game offers a $4.56 million prize. We needed to find ways to create a challenge for people that would play to their sense of loyalty and a sense of trust. A medical exercise in contemplation. Movie review. Hayao Miyazaki taps into chaos and fear in his film The Boy and the Heroine. Even by his standards, The Boy and the Heroine is enigmatic. Enigmatic, at least regarding plot. Beyond the freeway in Southern California, northwest from LA, a winding back road route beckons through the hills. The driving tour features unexpected museums, decade-old eateries, and picturesque towns. Historian and the climber of Everest. At times, She proved the material for other writers who didn't always acknowledge her contribution. The sprawling stylistic range of J.A.C.K. In a way, it's like the writing for electronics with no human limitation that can be exciting and also terrifying. Ukraine fears cold will be the weapon. All of Ukraine's thermal power plants were damaged by Russian strikes last year, according to the United Nations. If I survive, I can help rebuild Gaza. I just fled Gaza after 50 days of war, but I know I'll be back one day to start anew. For new music, there's no quartet like the J.A.C.K. Its sprawling repertoire ranges from medieval pieces to eclectic vocal jam. Cold may be a weapon again. With winter approaching, fears grow that Russia will attack Ukraine's power grid. But experts say the situation has improved only marginally since the United Nations report published over the summer estimated that Ukraine's total generating capacity had fallen by late April to half of its pre-war level. A dilemma for Israel is what follows the truce. Extending the ceasefire could free more hostages, but impede a strategic goal. If the ceasefire lasts longer than 4 days, Hamas, which controlled all of Gaza until Israel invaded it last month, would have more time to regroup, allowing it to mount a fiercer defense when and if Israel renews its military campaign.